Isn't that something? Being chaos can't see your way out of nothing. And love it. So here I am, a true light. Come to my people with the light. And they won't receive me. You go out right now, and I'll guarantee you that you can't find hardly anybody in Miami that doesn't know Yahweh's name. Oh, they know Yahweh's name. They can say it as clear as you say it. I'm a personal witness. I mean, they holler at me, Yahweh been Yahweh, praise Yahweh, I don't care where I drive. Why aren't they in here? Their deeds are evil. Why aren't they in here? It's too much light. They're out there now in the nighttime.
In the nighttime.
They even sing that song, in the nighttime. That's the right time. Huh? You heard the whole song? Well, I don't care if you didn't hear them, they still sung. I want you to appreciate how difficult my job still is. Because if all it took for me to bring a change in America and the world was the revealing of the name, then we should have been free. I mean, we walked the ghetto 7 straight years and they surely know the name. I mean, everybody knows the name. I went through Overtown, I thought I was the king of Israel. The way they were hollering Yahweh, baby. Yahweh, praise Yahweh. I would have thought I was the king of Israel. You know how they are Overtown, what little bit's left? I mean, yeah, what little bit's left? I mean, they'd be congregated and all of them were jumping up and down, praising now. Where are they? Where are they? They know my name. And wherever you from, they know Yahweh. They know the name now. In New York, they know the name. In Chicago, they know the name. Detroit, they know the name. Philadelphia, they know the name. I'm talking about they know the name Yahweh. And will tell you Yahweh is God. People that you never believe know the name know it. Where are they? So now, as I teach, the second element is those who left the world came to me and returned to the world. Now, it is among this second group that go back and cast my name out as evil. It is from this group who was in the world, came to me, heard my teachings, left my teachings, returned to the world, and they are our accusers before Yahweh day and night. And have joined with devils to try and destroy me. And say that Yahweh ben Yahweh must be stopped. Those who came here from the world and took oaths and vows here and swore they would never leave your presence. But like dogs returned to their vomit and licked it up and are now forces you. See, of course, we're wise enough to know that you can't separate a man from his works. That makes a man like that a liar. So when it's time to cross-examine, see, you go into that. I mean, if you say you don't hate the man, you can't separate a man from his works. But works constitute the man. Yeah. The works validate any man. A man is known by his works. Not by what he says, but by what he does. So when a man says, he comes here, hears me teach, sees my works, and go and say he hates what I'm doing, then all we have to do is take a look at what am I doing. Now, I teach the Sabbath, let's keep the Sabbath day holy, and to keep the holy days. You in the world is a witness that I and you who are my disciples that believe in me keep the holy days as required by the law of Yahweh. Now all of those who left us obviously are not of us, because I have to ask all of them together, do they keep the high holy days? Obviously, they do not. See, that becomes the litmus test. That although I admit you didn't know Yahweh's name, all of these people are detractors. All of my detractors, these are the ones who came and left. All of my detractors, I grant you, didn't know the name Yahweh before I came, but I don't even give them that, as if they did. That's my gift to them. They now know. And before I came, they didn't know the law. So, if they want to pretend that I didn't bring them the law, I'm willing to concede them another gift. So the litmus test, and see, y'all got to write this down. See, this has to be a part of the cross-examination. See, the litmus test is, even though you hate what Yahweh ben Yahweh is doing, are you keeping the law of God? And he requires it. Of course, see, before I ask you that question, I'll ask you, do you believe that Yahweh is God? I'm not talking about Yahweh ben Yahweh right now. I'm talking, do you believe Yahweh is God? Well, does not Yahweh say that you must keep his law, statutes, and commandments, and keep his high holy days, and keep the seventh day holy, etc.? And are all of you detractors, are you keeping it? And if you, all of you together, are not keeping it, and keeping the law as written in the book, then what you're really saying is, you hate God. Yahweh ben Yahweh is your excuse. Since you can see him in the flesh, you are saying what you would like to do to his Father. You are saying, this is what I would really like to do to God if he would dare come here. But see, Yahweh is very smart, so I come in the flesh as the Son. Yeah. Although I tell you frankly, my Father and I are one, but I come in the flesh as the Son. And I demonstrate how you feel about my Father if he were to come, because like Father, like Son, I'm doing what he said do. And if you hate what I'm doing, then you hate the one who told me to do it. See, my second job is teaching those who come from the world to me. Hear my teachings. refuse to be reformed. They be troublemakers here. They break the rules here. They are hypocrites here. They give their word and don't keep it. They make vows and defer to pay it. I mean, they cannot be bound. They hate God. A man that doesn't believe in God can't be bound. So when they give their word and make a vow, it's a joke to them. It's not serious. They don't believe in God no way. So when they say they make a vow to God, that just doesn't mean anything. They are most profane and have no respect for that which is holy and reverent. Yeah. No reverence for that which is holy and sacred. And they're not afraid to speak evil of that which is holy and dignity. So they join forces with the devil, the opponents of Yahweh, and think they can overcome me, the Son of Yahweh, because to them I appear to be just a man. Noah only appeared to be just a man. They didn't believe he was a man of Yahweh, from Yahweh, with a message from Yahweh, who gave him his plans. So they didn't know until they came in and were all drowned that Noah really was more than just a man. Noah was not just a man, but a man that had found grace in the eyes of Yahweh. That made him more than just a man, because those who were just men didn't have grace in the eyes of Yahweh. What I'm teaching is a joy to the righteous. Yes, it is. Whoever is left in here, who's just here, these are just some more words. And you're amazed that I'm still here. They asked me in the courtroom, do you? Yeah, I was in court. I was subpoenaed to court. You know, the one 1900 years ago said he went to court. So you thought it was 1900 years ago to say I went to court. Now don't worry about it. I was hung on a cross. See, you have to finish reading the script. I follow the script up to a point, then I change it. See, you have to understand it's an allegory now. I'm indeed being crucified. So if you want to know how am I being crucified, look up the word. And you'll agree I'm being crucified. But if you think somebody's fixing to stick me in my side and take my blood out of my body, see, you understand the man 1900 years ago took the fifth because he was afraid of what he would say would incriminate him. So he said not a mumbling word, they killed him. But see, you should have been in court when I was in there. Our lawyer asked me, did I want to take the fifth? And I said in my mind, are you crazy? You think I'm fixing to make the same mistake of 1900 years ago? They hung that man because he took the fifth, man. He didn't defend himself. I'm fit to talk like hell to get out of hell. I got plenty to say. And it's all about Yahweh. I told you, I'm not afraid to take the offense when they think they put me on the defense. So see, I already knew. I got tired of them accusing me of you being required to get a white man's hand and bring it in a sack in order to be a Hebrew. They've been asking me that, reporters have been asking me that question for years, that I understand. See, they got this from hypocrites. people who came from the world to me, didn't like what I was doing, went back and told white folks and news media and the FBI and reporters that Yahweh ben Yahweh, you have to go through a ritual, and the only way you can become a Hebrew Israelite is you have to go out before you believe, know anything or whatever, and take a white man's head and bring it back to him in a sack. To prove that you are worthy. So I said, I'm fitting to put this to rest. So they asked me in court this week, is it true that you have taught that your followers have to bring a white man's head in a sack? And they were waiting on me to say, that's ridiculous. They were waiting on me to say, where are the heads? Show your proof. I mean, then they can keep on speculating and keep on asking. So when they asked me that, I said, yes, I taught that. I'm not going to deny the truth of my teaching that. I said, you know what? I turned around and looked at the judge. I said, Judge, I said, you know, we had a big meeting. The brother walked in and he said, I want everybody in here to know that I have some white man's heads in a big sack in the trunk of my car. I said, Judge, everybody in the temple, in the congregation, their mouths flew open. And you can see the fear hit their face, Judge. I said, 5 brothers went out with him to the truck, and he brought this big sack in and put it up on the table. I said, and everybody's heart almost jumped out their chest, Judge. I said, and everybody almost stopped breathing when the brother reached into the sack and for the white man's hand, and he pulled out a pack of cigarettes and a bottle of wine, a filter of liquor, and some pork. I said, see, I taught my disciples that the way to get the white man's head today, they're the heads of these corporations, and when you stop smoking, you stop killing yourself. When you stop drinking that liquor and taking that alcohol, you stop killing yourself, and you take money out of his pocket. That's the way to get his head today. I said, that's what I teach, Judge. And he said, he understood. And I saw they put that in the paper. Some of it or something. I think they did. They even wrote down the head I took. You took or whoever, R.J. Reynolds. I said, wow, I didn't even say that in court. I taught that from the beginning. How many remember me teaching you that? Yes, sir. Of course you do. So I got tired of the enemy twisting the truth. But it came from black devils who came from the world, never gave up the world when they came to me. They were never, their minds were never reformed. And they hated the good that I'm doing. And they went back out and cast all of our names out as evil so that we could appear as they. So the third phase of my teaching is those who left the world came to me and remain. See, I understand, you don't seem to understand. See, it's 3 levels here. There's the world out there, and there are those who never have come from the world. To hear me. Then there are those that were in the world that came from the world to me. Pretended to be full-time, pretended to be disciples, pretended to be good, listened to my teachings, and left here hating me for what I'm doing.